Alright, time for some review questions. The first homework problem is about batching, and you can see the problem described here is we are producing window boxes, and the window boxes consists of two parts, part A and part B. It takes the stamping machine that we are talking 120 minutes to change from part A, producing part A to producing part B, and similarly another 120 minutes to go from part B to part A. We are currently producing 360 part A's and 720 part B's, or another way to think about this is we are really producing 360 of this entire window boxes. It takes 1 minute to produce part A, right? It takes 1 minute to produce part A, and half a minute to produce part B, half a minute to produce part B, but really two part B's go into one window, so it takes 1 minute plus 2 half minutes, 2 minutes to produce one window. 2 minutes to produce one window. The first question looks at the capacity at the stamping machine. Well, in the remaining question, the downstream from the stamping machine is the assembly, where we have 12 workers and each of them takes 27 minutes to assemble the window. The first question looks at the capacity of the stamping machine, and in the stamping machine we have setup times. When we have setup times, the capacity of the machine can be found, the capacity of the machine with the setup time can be found by dividing the batch size by the sum of setup time plus batch size multiplied by the time per unit, processing time per unit. Well, here the batch size is easy, it's given to us. We're producing 360 windows. Well, setup time, I have to admit, it's a little confusing. It's tempting to take just 120 minutes described over there, but remember that really two setup times happening per window box, a setup time to go from A to B and another setup time going from B to A. So the setup time is really 240 minutes. Again, the batch size is 360. The same argument again for the processing time. It's tempting to just write 1, but remember, in the process of making one window, you have to make 1 A and 2 B's, so altogether processing time is 2 minutes. After this, it's just about solving these equations. So 360 divided by 240 plus 720, that is 360 divided by 360 divided by 960, and this comes out to be 0.375 windows per minute. Now, the next question is, what is the capacity of the overall process? Recall, in any process, the process capacity is driven by the minimum capacity in the process, and so that the first one is the stamping machine, and we know stamping machine's capacity is 0.375. The only other candidate for the bottleneck is that there is an assembly operation, and the capacity for that one is given there are 12 workers and it takes 27 minutes to finish